So we have Mr. Will with us today, and we are so excited to have him back again. So welcome, Mr. Will, and if you guys want to say hi in our live chat, you can do that, and maybe Mr. Will will say hi to you.
Absolutely. I would love to, and thank you so much, Don, for having me. I'm sorry I can't be there in person. Hopefully soon I can be there in person. I had a wonderful time playing the Decatur Library last summer, and I can't wait to get back up into that part of North Texas. But that's wonderful that you guys are telling your story this summer. I know there are some wonderful activities to be a part of, especially around y'all's area. And actually, I'd like to do a song about that right now. So how many of you kiddos out there enjoy sports or activities? Does anybody have any favorite sports or activities? If you do, please let us know in the comments. So we're going to start out with this song. It's called Staying Active, which I always encourage everyone to do. And here we go. We say 1, 2, I want to, I want to throw that football around the yard today. I want to throw that football around the yard. Come on now, the weather's great. We're gonna play football till it gets too late. I want to throw that football around the yard today. All right, do we have any baseball players out there? Anybody like baseball or softball or t-ball or even wee ball? Yeah, I want to hit that baseball around the yard today. I want to hit that baseball around the yard. Come on now, the weather's great. We're gonna play baseball till it gets too late. I want to hit that baseball around the yard today. All right, what about soccer? Does anyone like playing soccer? Yeah, I want to hit that soccer ball around the yard today. I want to hit that soccer ball around the yard. Come on now, the weather's great. We're gonna play some soccer till it gets too late. I want to hit that soccer ball around the yard today. All right, does anyone out there like to play basketball? All right, we say drill, 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 shoot. I want to dribble that basketball around the court today. I want to dribble that basketball around the court. Well, I don't know, I've been told that basketball's best when the weather's cold. I want to dribble that basketball around the court today. All right, well, I wonder what else you guys like to do. Does anybody like to ride horses or maybe go to the rodeo? Yeah, I want to ride my horse down to the rodeo today. I want to ride my horse to the rodeo. I've been the truck, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna rodeo in the Texas sun. I want to go down to the rodeo, around the rodeo today. All right, what about swimming? Does anybody like to go swimming? Yeah, I want to do some swimming around the pool today. I want to do some swimming around the pool. When it's hot outside, I'm no fool. I'm gonna go swimming in that pool. I want to do some swimming around the pool today. All right, well, let's get, oh yeah, do you guys like to dance? Does anybody like, I remember we had some pretty awesome dance moves in Decatur last year. We got the flop, 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 flops. All right, what about the hype? Anybody hyping? Hype, 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 hype. And then, of course, we got the dab and Orange Justice and all the others. Here we go, let's do some dancing. Gonna do some dancing around the house today. I want to do some dancing around the house. Come on now, the weather's great. We're gonna dance, dance, dance till it gets too late. I want to do some dancing around the house today. All right, let's see. All right, any other activities? All right, cool. All right, guys. Are we having some technical issues on there, guys? A little
The internet might be having some lag right now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Should we just hold tight for a sec and see what happens, Noah? Or if they wanted us to throw us the password to their Facebook, we might be able to just.
Says it looks better.
Okay, is it looking better? Okay, sorry about that, guys. As with anything in this day and age, we are constantly having to figure out new ways to do things. And hopefully the internet's not lagging on my end, but if it is, we do apologize for that. But once again, thank you so much to the Decatur Library for having me perform this morning. And I look forward to getting back and seeing y'all all in person. But right now, let's do a little song about one of my favorite books that I like to read my kiddos here. I've got a 4-year-old daughter, and I've got an almost 8-year-old boy. And when they were a little younger, we always lived to read a book about Pete the cat. And guys, if you don't already, I encourage you to read as many books as you can over the summer. I know normally we're in a traditional summer reading program, but now we're in a virtual summer reading program. So, but this is one of my favorite books, and this is a great starter book to learn how to read. It's all about Pete the cat. And this is the original book about his white shoes. So guys, Pete the cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. Guys, Pete loved his shoes so much that he sang this song. He said, I love my white shoes, 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 I love my white. Oh no, guys, Pete was walking down the street and stepped into a huge pile of strawberries. Guys, what color did the strawberries turn his shoes? Rude! That's right. Did Pete cry? Everybody said, goodness no. He kept walking along singing his song. He said, I love my rich shoes, 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 I love my rich. Oh no, guys, Pete was walking down the street and stepped into a huge pile of blueberries. Guys, what color did the blueberries turn his shoes? Blue! That's right. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along singing his song. He said, I love my blue shoes, 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 I love my blue. Oh no, guys. Pete was walking down the street and stepped into a huge puddle of mud. Woo! Stinky, stinky. Guys, what color did the mud turn his shoes? Brown. That's right. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along singing his song. He said, I love my brown shoes, 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 I love my brown. Oh no, guys. Pete was walking down the street and stepped into a huge bucket of water. And all the brown and all the blue and all the red were washed away. Guys, what color were Pete's shoes again? White. But this time they were wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along singing his song. He said, I love my wet shoes, 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 I love my wet shoes. Awesome, guys. Well, let's do a little song where we move around a little bit, shall we? Awesome. So here we go. It's called Clap Your Hands Duo Duo Duo. Can you guys show me how you clap your hands? That's right. We say, clap your hands, duo duo, clap your hands, duo duo, clap your hands, everybody. You gonna shake those hands down. Now tap your nose, duo duo, tap your nose, duo duo, tap your nose, everybody. You gonna shake those hands down. Now tap your shoulders, duo duo, tap your shoulders, duo duo, tap your shoulders, everybody. You gonna shake those hands down. Now bob your head, duo duo, bob your head, duo duo, bob your head, everybody. You gonna shake those hands down. Now march in place, duo night, night. Everybody go to sleep. Duo, duo. We're gonna shake those cements down. Now jump around, duo, duo, jump around. Everybody jump around. Here we go now. We're gonna shake those cements down. Jump around, duo, duo, jump around. Everybody jump around. Here we go now. Clap your hands, duo, duo, clap your hands, duo, duo, clap your hands, everybody, they gonna shake those cements down, shake those cements down, shake all those cements down. Yeah. Awesome, guys, let's keep moving for this next song. We say march, 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 march. We're going to Kentucky, we're going to the fair to see the señorita with the diamonds in her hair. Yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it, yeah, shake it if you can. Shake it like a milkshake, drink it from a can. Now rumba to the bottom, rumba to the top. Now turn around until somebody says stop. Alright guys, a little bit faster. Where would you guys like to go? You know where I'd like to go, Noah? Where? I'd like to go to the Decatur Public Library in Decatur, Texas. Yeah. So here we go, and I'm going to check out some books while I'm there, too. We're going to Decatur, we're going to the fair to see the señorita with the books in her hair. Yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it, now shake it if you can. Now shake it down to the library, drink it from a can. Now rumba to the bottom, now rumba to the top. Now turn around until somebody says stop. Uh-oh. Do we have any robots in Decatur, Texas? Robot time here on the Mr. Will Show. I am a robot. Here we go. We're going down to Radio Shack. Going to the fair. See the señorita with the robot in her hair. Now shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it if you can. Now shake it like a robot. And drink it from a can. Now rumba to the bottom. Now rumba to the top. Now turn around till somebody says stop. Or I guess what? No way! That's right, guys. We're gonna go super duper fast. So you guys ready? Here we go. We're going to the Decatur, going to the fair. See the señorita library in a hand. Shake it, shake it, shake it, now shake it if you can. Now shake it to the Decatur, drink it from again. Now rumba to the bottom, rumba to the top. Now turn around until somebody says stop. Now stop. Awesome, guys. Thank y'all so much. All right, Noah, do you think we could pull out the Excavator Song if we have some ideas from some friends?
Yeah.
All right, well, listeners out there and kiddos, you may need your parents' help on this one. I'm going to give you a 2-song heads up. We're going to try and do the Excavator Song, which basically means that if any of you kiddos or adults have any ideas about things that you would like to write on, go ahead and put those in the comments of the Facebook page you're watching, and we will get to those and hopefully sing about those as we are able to see them. So, but right now, guys, I'd like to do a song about wildflowers. Do you guys like wildflowers out there? I know you do. I think Decatur's right there on the edge of the LBJ National Grasslands, which, interesting story, when I was growing up, we trailered my horse out there and had a nice weekend out there riding. And I didn't realize that until I played last year. I played Decatur, and then that afternoon went to Bowie. So I was like, oh, I've been here before. But anyway, down here in Austin, we've got a real nice wildflower patch in my front and backyards. Been seeing a lot of bees, been seeing a lot of butterflies. And this time last year, I came from the Houston Rodeo. And do you guys know what the first wildflower to bloom in the spring is? That's right, it's our state flower, it's the bluebonnet. So I came home from being gone for a week, and I went out to my front yard on a Monday. And you know what I saw, guys? I saw 1 bluebonnet. That's right. Next day, 2 bluebonnets. Next day, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 blue bonnets in my yard. 10 blue bonnets in my yard. If you're looking for blue bonnets, well, you won't have to regard. There are 10 blue bonnets in my yard. All right, guys, I went out the next week, and you know what I saw? That's right, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 blue bonnets in my yard. 20 blue bonnets in my yard. If you're looking for blue bonnets, well, you won't have to regard. There are 20 blue bonnets in my yard. All right, guys. Well, I went out the next week, and I bet you can guess what I saw. That's right. That's right. Here we go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There are 30 blue bonnets in my yard. 30 blue bonnets in my yard. If you're looking for blue bonnets, well, you won't have to regard. There are 30 blue bonnets in my yard. All right, guys, at this point, we have so many blue bonnets in both the front and backyards. I stopped counting by ones and I started counting by tens. So you know what I said? That's right. I said 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There's 100 blue bonnets in my yard. 100 blue bonnets in my yard. If you're looking for blue bonnets, well, you won't have to regard. There's 100 blue bonnets, 200 blue bonnets, 300 blue bonnets in my yard. Awesome, guys. Thank y'all so much. And by the way, parents, if your kiddos are watching, feel free to put their name in the comments as well. And we will be happy to give them a shout out right here on the live Mr. Will show for the Decatur Public Library. Absolutely. Are we getting some comments there rolling in, Noah? Nothing so far? All right, cool. But you're able to see the page?
I am.
Okay, great. Sounds good, guys. And just so you know, guys, if you're watching live, we are also recording this, and the library will be able to put this up on their Facebook and website to be able to watch pretty much for the rest of the time. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and again, can't wait to see you guys again in person. We had a wonderful trip when we came up to Decatur last summer. I played shows in Decatur, in Bowie, in Nocona, in Henrietta, and then we went and spent the night in Archer City to see that famous bookstore. And then we played in Jacksboro and Mineral Wells, and we had a wonderful time up in the Palo Pinto region of Texas. So thank you guys to all the wonderful libraries and librarians in that neck of the woods. That was a wonderful trip. And then, luckily, my parents live in Dallas, so we just went over to Dallas after that. But right now, I'd like to sing a song about a frog. His name is Frank, and he's pretty awesome. As Miss Dawn said earlier, we'd like you guys to tell us your story this summer. So let me tell you a story real quick. This is actually a story song. I was sitting on my back porch down here in Southwest Austin, and I was trying to write some new songs, and I just didn't have a lot of inspiration. And up hopped a little bitty frog, and he told me his name was Frank. And guess what? I decided to write a song about him. So here we go. This is Frank the Frog. Frank the Frog, ribby, 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 Frank the Frog, dop, 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 Frank the Frog, ribby, in a hollow log, that's Frank the Frog. There in my backyard, there lives a frog, he lives underground, in a hollow log, his name is Frank, and he hops real fast, if you race in frog. Baby frown. You guys know what? One time I told my buddies about Frank the Frog, how he lived underground in a hollow round. Said, Mr. Will, there's something you should know. Frank's not a frown, no, Frank's a toad. What? Frank the Frog, river, Frank the Frog, gop, gop, gop. Frank the Frog lives in a hollow log. That's Frank the Frog. I said Frank the Frog, river, Frank the Frog, gop, gop, gop. Frank the Frog lives in a hollow log. That's Frank the Frog. I said Frank the Frog. I said Frank the Frog. I said Frank the Frog. Wow, wow. With it, I said Frank the Frog. Lives in a hollow log, and that's Frank the Frog. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I just broke a string, but that is no big deal. No big deal at all. All right, let's see here. We'll pop that one out real quick, and maybe we'll get a new one here in a sec, but I think I'm still fairly in tune right now. All right, let's see. All right, guys. Yeah. There we go. All right, guys. Well, speaking of stories, I would like to do another song real quick about a little bear that lives out in Big Bend National Park. Have you guys ever heard of Big Bend National Park? All right, well, it's way out there in West Texas. And my wife actually works in conservation. She works for the National Parks Conservation Association. So we go out to Big Bend quite a bit, and we always like to hang out there and see all the beautiful sights. And did you guys know that there are actually bears that live in Texas? That's right. So they started having the black bears come back to Big Bend in the early 80s, and now they're pretty much all over the Big Bend Basin. So I invite you guys, if you get the opportunity at some time that it's safe, to go out there and check out Big Bend National Park, and you might see this bear. His name is Cubba Bubba. Let's see, here we go. All right, here we go. It's Cubba Bubba, the black bear from Big Bend, out there in West Texas where the blue skies never end. He's trotting down the trail from a desert spring. It's Cubba Bubba, the Big Bend bear you'll see on the Sky Island in the Chisos Mountain Range. East of Old Turling Wolf, there's something kind of strange. He's trotting down the trail from the desert spring. It's Cubba Bubba, the Big Bend bear you'll see. He's always eating acorns and nuts from the pinon tree. Cactus fruits and so tall off the sweetest of berries. When it gets cold, he'll lay on down. It's time to hibernate. Good night, Cubba Bubba. Sweet dreams while we wait for Cubba Bubba, the black bear from Big Bend, out there in West Texas where the blue skies never end. He's driving down the trail from the desert springs. Cubba Bubba, Big Bend bear you'll see. From the mountains to the valleys, Cubba Bubba knows his land. He'll do a little fishing, he'll swim the Rio Grande. There's not a stream or river Cubba Bubba has not crossed. He's always on dinner, Mama Bear still the boss. Cubba Bubba, the black bear from Big Bend, out there in West Texas where the blue skies never end. He's dropping down the trail from the desert springs. Cubba Bubba, Big Bend bear you'll see. It's Cubba Bubba, Big Bend bear you'll see. Awesome, guys. So those, both Frank the Frog and Cubba Bubba are great examples of stories that you guys can make up. You know, I'm 40 years old, and I made those songs up here in the last 5 years. So just let your imagination run wild, guys, especially while you're reading. It's a wonderful way to kind of just open your mind, and it's great for your spelling, it's great for your reading, all those wonderful things. So I highly encourage you guys to read as many books as you can over the summer. And right now, guys, I am going to do a little instrument change real quick. I'm going to get out one of my favorite instruments to play. It's called the upright bass. It's also known as the double bass. But since I broke a string here, I think that's an opportune time to go ahead and switch instruments real quick. So we'll put the guitar down over here. We got our time check now. All right, guys. I don't know. I'm going to put it up on the stand so you guys can see it really well, so that everything is nice and visible. All right, so guys, this is the upright bass. That's right. It is the largest member of the violin family, and I've been playing the upright bass for about the last 20 years. And it's a wonderful thing to play. If you guys are interested in the upright bass, I'm not sure if Decatur has a high school orchestra, but that's a wonderful way to learn how to play the bass. And there are several wonderful bass players that live right in y'all's area, including a guy named Jay Cooker. I think he lives over in Paradise, but he's a wonderful upright bass player and singer. So guys, there are 3 different ways to play the bass. The first way is with a bow. So not like the bow you put in your hair, but a bow that you can draw across the strings. So unfortunately, I don't have a bow anymore. I've got a fiddle bow over here. It doesn't work so well on the bass. But let's check out the next way to play the bass, which is called pizzicato. So that literally means you're playing with your fingers, and it's also if you took a pizza and put avocado on it. What? I don't think so. Although some people like avocado on their pizza, right, Noah?
Somebody, yeah.
All right, cool. So, guys, let me show you a little pizzicato. Here we go. Just like that, guys. Okay, cool. So the last way, I'm going to tune this up real quick, guys. The last way to play the bass is this thing called slapping the bass. So a little history lesson here, right, guys. There's this event in Nashville, Tennessee called the Grand Ole Opry that's been around forever. And if some of your parents are fans of country music, they will have undoubtedly heard of the Grand Ole Opry. So back in the old days, guys, they would not allow drums and drum sets and drummers on stage at the Grand Ole Opry. So you know what the bass players figured out? They figured out how to play bass and drums at the same time. So here we go. So literally what you do, guys, you pull the strings away from the fingerboard, and it makes the sound of a bass and a drum. So check it out. Pretty cool, huh? So when they started getting better at it, they could go... Pretty cool, huh? And guys, one of the coolest things about playing the upright bass is that when you get done with a bass solo or possibly a song, you could go and then spin it. Whoa! Pretty cool, huh, guys? Well, that gives me an idea of one of my favorite songs by a guy named Johnny Cash. And you might recognize this song. It goes... I hear that train coming. It's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. And I hear that whistle blowing on down the San Antone. That's right. When I was just a baby, my mom told me, son, always be a good boy, don't look directly at the sun. But I shoot Colin and Reno, eating lots of French fries. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Ah! Don't forget to spin. Here we go. All right. Good stuff. All right, cool, guys. Well, as promised, we are going to do the Excavator Song. And if any of you kiddos out there or adults have any ideas about things that you would like to ride on, please let us know. And if we don't hear from you, we'll just make up some of our own. Here we go. All right, here we go. I want to go riding on an excavator, an excavator, an excavator. I want to go riding on an excavator. It sounds like fun to me. All right, I'm thinking about a hot air balloon. Here we go. I want to go riding on a hot air balloon, hot air balloon, hot air balloon. I want to go riding on a big hot air balloon. It sounds like fun to me. I want to go riding on a spaghetti truck, spaghetti truck, spaghetti truck. I want to go riding on a spaghetti truck. It sounds like fun to me. Back to D, oh yeah. All right, let's get some cool ideas for maybe some girls. What about a unicorn? Here we go. I want to go riding on a unicorn, a unicorn, a unicorn. I want to go riding on a rainbow unicorn. It sound like fun to me. All right, what about a princess carriage? Here we go. I want to go riding on a princess carriage, princess carriage, princess carriage. I want to go riding on a princess carriage. It sound like fun to me. All right, let's see. Let's get a couple more. What about a garbage truck? Stinky, stinky, here we go. I want to go riding on a garbage truck, a garbage truck, a garbage truck. I want to go riding on a garbage truck. It sounds like fun to me. All right, I'm thinking about a recycling truck. I want to go riding on a recycling truck, recycling truck, recycling truck. I want to go riding on a recycling truck. It sounds like fun to me. All right, let's get two more. How about ice cream truck? I want to go riding on an ice cream truck, an ice cream truck, an ice cream truck. I want to go riding on a big ice cream truck. It sounds like fun to me. All right, last one for the win. Let's get a big old bus. I want to go riding on a big old bus, a big old bus, a big old bus. I want to go riding on a big old bus. It sounds like fun to me. Back to D, oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys had some wonderful ideas out there. Let's start with end where we started. I want to go riding on an excavator, an excavator, an excavator. I want to go riding on an excavator. It sounds like fun to me. Oh, thank you guys so much. I have had a wonderful time playing for you guys today. Right now, I'd like to switch back to guitar and let's have a little dance party, shall we? Again, thank you so much to the Decatur Public Library, all the wonderful supporters of the library up there in Decatur, Texas. And again, guys, I can't wait till I can see you there in person. Going to hit the road and head on up to Decatur one of these days. All right, guys. Well, this last song we'll do is a song in Spanish. And how many of you kiddos know how to do the freeze dance? Anybody? Awesome. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. 1, 2, 3, bailamos. Yeah. Everybody's dancing. Here we go. Freeze. thank you so much again to the Decatur Public Library. Once again, my name is Mr. Will. You can check me out on Facebook at Mr. Will Austin or on Instagram at Mr. Will Austin, as well as at MrWillMusic.com. And again, I'd like to thank all the wonderful folks in Decatur that tuned in today, and especially the wonderful folks at the library who invited me to do this performance. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. And